Hey, Kaz. How are things, Elokshin?
Hey, Pule. Things are great, actually. How's your theatre company?
Ish, Tati. Things are bad here. There's no money, no venues, and the people don't seem interested in my shows.
Oh, that's bad, Chomi.
Ish, I'm losing hope, eh? There's no opportunities here. And Umama wants me to move to Josie now and find work.
Pule, that's hectic. But what do you want?
Sure, Sisi. I want arts to boom here. I want a theater where I can put on real shows with lights and music. I want the community to see the value and come to the shows. I want to pay my bills. But it's never gonna happen.
Pule, that sounds awesome. Maybe it's possible. But you can't wait for the opportunity to just magically appear. You know our realities.
But how, Tati? I've tried everything. I'm tired.
Things were bad, Elokshini, too. But something great happened. I mean, there was no work, everyone was traveling to Josie, and the taxis are expensive. The kids were on the street with no one looking after them because everyone was looking for work. Food was an issue. Our elders were being ignored, and their grants weren't enough.
So, what changed?
We did, Bule. Our community was introduced to ABCD, Asset-Based Community-Led Development. We were shown how much power lies in our community and our community assets. It changed the way we saw our community. It changed everything for us. We did a transit walk through our community and looked at our surroundings with fresh eyes. It turned out we had so many assets. Human assets, natural assets, financial assets, social assets, and physical assets. The elders set up a creche in the church hall, and now the kids are off the streets, and the elders are earning a bit of money. The elders are now sharing our history with these kids through storytelling and games. We had unused space at the school and set up a community garden that now makes enough fresh produce to feed the community and sell to people passing by at the tuck shop on the main road. More people were stopping to buy fresh veg, so we decided to start selling cooked food, and some of the local women made crafts from wood and reeds to sell in the shop.
Wow! You guys have a lot of assets. I wish we could do that here. But where does one start, Tati?
You can, Pule. Start with what you know and with what you have. Let's make an asset list for your community. You can do your theatre shows anywhere, right? So, isn't there a church or a school hall you could use? A nice outside area with some trees for shade.
Well, there's an arts center, but it's always locked up and no one knows who has the keys. But you're right, Tati. The church and the school hall are never used at night, and I know the pastor and the principal. There's also a great spot with lots of trees at the local park. Hey, I could do acting classes with the kids after school in exchange for the use of the hall for rehearsals and shows. But it doesn't matter. No one wants to watch the shows anyway.
And have you asked anyone why? The most important thing to know is what people want, and the only way of knowing is by asking and listening.
But isn't my art about what I want to create? I put so much effort in.
Well, do you want to make theatre or do you want to make a living from theatre?
I want both. I have a need to express my vision, but I also want people to pay to see my work so I can continue doing it. It's my passion.
Look, it's possible, Pule. You just have to approach it a bit differently. You need people to want to see your work. You need a reputation and a following before people show up to anything you make. You need to make work they want before you can make what you want.
Wait, are you suggesting that if I know what people need and made a show about it, they would come?
That's right, Pule. That's the first step in marketing. Listening to what your audience wants. This is where your social assets and your connections in the community become very important. You need to use these connections to ask people why they aren't watching theatre and what they would like to see. This creates audience buy-in.
Wow, Tati. Now that you put it like that, I think I can make a plan with my audience. I know the pastor, the principal, and the community center manager. They can help me with the survey. I'll organize the hall with the school teacher. And my cousin has some DJ equipment we can use for sound. My brother is great on social media and with tech. He can make posters for us and send out invitations. But how do I pay the actors and the crew? How do I pay me?
Wow, that's a great list of assets. Start small and then grow, Pule. You could do a good one-man show and start saving the ticket money until you have enough to pay for other actors and crew. Also think about the audience experience. What else could you do to make money when they come to see the show?
Wow, Tati. That info was lit. I have a lot to think about and a lot to do.
You have to start with your asset map. I'll share a resource I found on the Tlholo webpage. It's full of helpful info.
Thanks so much, Tati. You know, just talking to you has opened up my mind so much.
That's cool, Pule. Just remember, we can't do it alone. We have to know what's around us and what we have. We need to do it together to make things work.
Hey!